Hello guys, Biden here. Today we're going to talk about daily bias and weekly bias and how you can get it right every single time. This video is going to help you, and I'm just going to go over a few points. It's going to be weekly open, high, low, close, Tuesday and Thursday, PD race, the news drivers, liquidity sweeps, failed displacements. All these things I'm going to explain and show examples of. Okay guys, so here I have made a notion which we will find in our Discord in the bio. First of all, weekly open, high, low, close. Weekly profiles are extremely important. They're a little bit hard to see here, but the full picture is in our Discord, so you can just go find it there. So basically, we have a bunch of weekly profiles, which is the number one thing you need to look at. What kind of profile would you want to see here? We have, for example, some known ones: classic Tuesday low of the week. We have Tuesday low of the week and Thursday as high of the week. And then Monday, we open, consolidate. Tuesday, we manipulate down, take Monday's low and come into a key level, key area. Could be many things, but for example, PD race. And then we pump up. Wednesday, continuation. Thursday, continuation, then reversal. And then Friday, we close lower. So we have open, high, low, close, right? Well, open, low, high, close here. This is weekly profiles, and they're extremely important, but they're not that advanced. But this is just an important thing to know. Yeah. Other than that, on open, high, low, close, we have the times from 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. New York, and 8:50 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. New York. These times are extremely important, as you will see. We have 3 to 5 a.m. and 8:50 to 10:30 a.m. New York time, of course. And these are very important. These are where the highs and lows will be most likely to print. And this is simply because it's in big sessions and macros. So we have, for example, London session right here, which is a huge session, and therefore we expect an either a high or low to be printed here. Which is just very reliable and something you can use really easily. Just mark out the times, and then you don't have to remember it again. Here I've made an example of an open, high, low, close. We open, we accumulate here, we go higher, manipulate up into the high of the candle, which the candle is here. This is a bearish example, and then we distribute down here and close here. So we go up again for the close. This is extremely important because this is the structure of any bearish candle, and it's all fractal. So this means it could be a weekly candle, this could be a monthly candle, this could be a daily candle. You will never know because it moves the same. And this is very important to remember when making a bias. What do you see happening? Do you see an accumulation? Then you want some manipulation and then distribution. Also, this is basically AMD and Path 3. Okay, so yeah, Tuesday and Thursday are extremely important to remember. They're very, very, very basic, but you need to remember it because this will be your low and high of the week most likely. We can also see this on the weekly profiles. As you can see, many of them have Tuesday and Thursday. Some have Wednesday, which is, well, important too, but Tuesday and Thursday is a good rule to remember. It's very simple, so there's not much thinking. You just need to remember. And these days, you will also see Wednesday will most likely make some sort of move if it's bearish or bullish, and then Thursday will just continue off that. And then in the end, it will probably reverse because then we can have a weekly profile and close low on Friday. It's a bullish week, right? So let's say we have a Tuesday low, we pump on Wednesday, and then Thursday we 100% expect a bullish move too. And then in the end, we make a high, and that high is going to be high of the week, and then we're going to dump. This is also why you want to hold your swings from Tuesday and Thursdays if you want to, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, basically this is pretty simple, but it's very important to remember. And this is of course fractal, so on any time frame, any candles, it'll be the same kind of structure because of AMD and PL3. On to PD rays. PD rays are extremely important. This up here is important if you want to be right every time, but PD rays are simple and they're effective. PD rays, the structure of the chart will change every single day you trade. It'll change every single week, but they are to analyze, to guess the future, right? They are very basic, at least in most of them, but they are so essential that you cannot. They are for the price part, right? You'll have time up here. You'll have when you want the reversals. You want Tuesdays and Thursdays, and you have the times, right? And that's cool, but you need something to take your trades off, and that's PD rays. So I listed some PD rays here. Number one is failure gap, of course. It's very simple. Everyone knows it. It is crazy good, especially on the high time frame. Those are the ones you really need to be aware of. Also, you need to be aware of not only is there one. Okay, so it's also very important to remember, like to see if there's not a failure gap or not a PD array, because this can mean the exact opposite of whatever you like. Let's say, let's go on the chart here, right? For an example, if we're in somewhere like I guess just a small one right here, right? This maybe, I don't know what you would see here, right? But maybe you saw these lows getting swept, and then you were like, yeah, we're going along, right? So here, let's say you did one along. I don't know what you saw, but let's say you did one along here. Did we have any PD raise here? No, we did not. We did not really have any PD raise. We had a break structure right here. We had a break structure right here, and then we did not really displace. We did not make any gaps. We didn't even make an inverse. There is no structure here at all. So this is not something you want to be trading. Even if you saw some SMT here, or even if you saw this liquidity sweep, whatever you saw, whatever failure gap you saw, we want some structure in this too. But then again, if we look at the higher time frame, let's see. So we just inverse this. We just inverse this 1 hour gap. So this could mean that we go down from here, right? Because up here, let's say like this candle, you didn't really have any structure up here. We didn't even tap into this failure gap up here. So like, what does this tell us? This tells us that if we have structure or if we don't have structure, it's pretty much the same thing, just in opposite directions. Like if we don't have structure, it can be a sign of a reversal. If we do have structure, it can be a sign of continuation. So like, this is our first proper like move that we have. Like this gap here, this inverse now, is our first part really of structure in this entire range. We didn't have any gaps before that. We didn't have any inverses before that. We're just making a failure gap right now in this like little range here. But let's see if we do that. This is our first inverse, meaning that honestly this range, this entire range right now, it's a huge range, but it's not very strong. We don't have a lot of structure. The same as like this. Like, what am I looking at here, right? We don't have any structure. We don't have this failure gap. So this down move, this entire down move, we only have this inverse, and that's it. And we reversed after this and went up. So yeah, basically, in short, you want structure. You always do. And if there's no structure, there might as well be structure against you. It is the same thing. No structure is the same as that is fucking against you, okay? So let's go back to the fucking, let's go back to the... Okay, so, hello guys. Sorry for the break. I don't know what happened here. Apparently, the rest of the video got deleted. I just recorded everything. But yeah, so coming from the chart where I showed you the structure, I was talking, the thing I talked about was change their delivery. I showed what it was, which, okay, so basically, change in state of the, I'm gonna do this quickly because I already did this once. But basically, change in state of delivery is when our manipulation move gets closed above. So kind of like a break of structure, but not really, because it's the entire manipulation move, not just some high. I'm just marking it out like this. This would be our manipulation move here. We went down here. Wait, no. Yeah, it would. Yes, it would. And then this is our CSD. CSD is when we break above, and then it's here, and then we retrace to it, and then bang. So yeah. Also, by the way, it's been some time since the last recording, of course, because of editing, and then I realized it was deleted. So as you can see, I was actually right. At least for now, I was right about the fact that this structure is basically nothing. Which is why I said that we were probably, this is a very weak range, and like over here, we're probably going up again. And we also do have this gap up here, which didn't quite get hit. So that was a target, you could say, right? Yeah, so that was basically it. I was just gonna say this real quick. And now back to the notion. Inverse, you know what that is, probably. Basically, where we close below or above a failure gap, and then it's an inverse. You use it like a failure gap for the opposite side of whatever it was. Order blocks, pretty simple, kind of like a CISD, except they're only, you know, wait, hold on, let me do like 5 minutes, or maybe 3 minutes, you can see it more. So like, let's say order blocks, they're everywhere, right? They're not just a manipulation move. They're right here, right? There's an order block, gets tapped into higher. Pretty simple, you know that. Okay, so back to the notion. So news drivers very important too. I'm gonna go over this quickly. I already did it once. The news drivers are gonna be where you can find which days will probably have the high or the lows, because we talked about this up here, right? But there's more. There is the news drivers, which is, well, basically you look at where the big news are, where the big moves are gonna be, and where the big moves are gonna be, there's a high chance it's gonna be the high or the low or whatever of the week, of the day, or of anything. So these moves, because they're so big, price will have a hard time getting all the way back, all the way up again. So yeah, that's pretty simple. But yeah, big tip: use news to your advantage. Use when they are, so you can know when the market is moving. Liquidity. I'm not gonna go deeply into this. It's gonna be very simple. Basically, it's when, well, all highs and lows have liquidity, right? But the real question is, where is liquidity, and what highs and lows have a lot of liquidity? And all these things I will talk about in future videos, but you need to know for now, it's very important, and you should take great notice of highs and lows getting swept. But it's a little bit too advanced to go into like in this video, but I'll just quickly go into failed displacements, which is a small part, but nonetheless important. Failed displacements are, for example, in this picture, we have an Asia low here, and we have a pre-market AM highs here, pre-AM here, and then we sweep Asia lows, we displace up, right? But then we fail to displace above the pre-market highs, which means that we're bearish. So basically, pretty simple, we dump. That's it for now. I'll be talking more on liquidity later, or well, in another video. And for now, last but not least, we have some links. We have my YouTube channel, we have our Discord server. Please do join it. We have 195 people right now. We're growing it, actually 198, and we're growing it. And yeah, it's gonna be a great time in there. I'm gonna do a lot of videos, a lot of guides, everything in there. It's free education there, and this Notion link is also gonna be in there, so you can you know, get some free sauce. And so you can actually just read this. You don't have to look at my video if you don't want to. And then we have our Trader Society. It's going to be opening soon, 10 days. Affiliate program, 25%. So if you cannot afford it, you can use the affiliate program to make some money. And then last but not least, my TikTok. Would appreciate you following. Not that big of a deal. So yeah, this was it. Go on Discord, look at this document, read it through, and use it every day. Thank you for watching, guys. See you in the next one.